I'm just gonna record my head because cyber criminals with neuroprosthetics, they snuck in me, or they just tilted my head right there, and they're manipulating my tongue. They go after my neck muscles very often, sometimes my back muscles. Oh, they just did that. You see that? Feels like they're grabbing my head. It's the worst thing ever, in my opinion. Torture. Real subtle there, you know? My hands, my neck. You see the screen shake. Oh, they just shook. Oh, they're shaking my right hand. Yep, they're just sending those electric currents through the electrodes and transceivers that activate them. Probably some sort of processor, computer processor deal that's very tiny, microscopic. The electrodes are definitely micrometer or possibly nanometer sized. Ah, sorry, my nose keeps itching. They can also manipulate my eyelids, my eyebrows. I did that myself but it's real subtle. Even my jaw, I just felt to manipulate my jaw muscle. So it's harder to talk today. They're doing that today to me with my jaw and my tongue. Assaults with implants, neuroprosthetics. I don't know what could be worse than this. I really don't know if there's anything really. I know there's things though. I've said that before, like, oh, it can't get worse. And then this stuff started happening in January 2014, overnight, just every day since. About 1 to 2,000 involuntary muscle contractions in my body. They're really shaking my right hand right now, so you can see that the phone is, I'm holding the phone with my right hand as they're making it shake. I'll hold it with my left. That's how bad they're shaking my hands, my left hand and my right hand. So I have to like hold it down on my leg to try to hold it more steady, but not perfect. I used to be able to hold things perfect, with no shaking until one night in January 2014. They didn't pulse my neck muscles that time when I took a drink, but today they've been doing that a lot. And when I was eating a bowl of egg drop soup I made, they were making my right hand shake so bad when I was holding a spoonful of the soup and putting it to my mouth. By the time it got to like right here, it was like this. I mean, like not quite that big, but it was like that big of a movement. They're very sadistic remote control operators, as you can tell. See what they're doing in my head? It's horrible. It's like they're grabbing it right here and doing this type of thing with it. They just started again. Oh, they're so freaking cruel. Oh, you've seen a lot. I don't know who will see this, but I'm going to upload this and another video I just made today on my YouTube channel. I should have been doing this a lot more the past few years, but I've seen 7 neurologists, and it's a long story, but they're not diagnosing it properly. Medical neglect. And I just shook my left hand. They're shaking my left hand, so you can see the screen shaking because they're shaking my left hand. This sick operator. I think he's Hispanic. I'm like 90% sure he's Mexican or Hispanic, and there's like 4 of them. They alternate shifts and get me monitored, recorded, and manipulated 24/7 since January 2014. And they just started shaking my left hand. I wonder if they can make my nose itch, because my nose itches sometimes a lot, like around my nostril. It's tissue. They're just doing a steady tremor on my left hand. I'm holding the phone down on my leg so it's not shaking too bad. I'm going to lift my hand up now. And that's all that by them. All that movement is by neuroprosthetic, micro neuroprosthetic electrodes that they're remotely activating with radio frequencies. They have some unprecedented secret technology, and they're satanic. They're really satanic, really criminal. All that shaking is caused by them. I used to have very steady hands. I was doing watercolor paintings, and they came out very crisp. No involuntary movements in my hands or anywhere in my body when I was in my 20s. And I also took photos a lot, and my hand didn't shake. It's pretty bad. I mean, it's very bad what they're doing to me and what they've done to me. And my mom, Mary Beth. Extremely sad and upsetting, discomforting, disturbing, sick, sadistic. And they do this little charge thing a lot of times before they start causing the shakes or the twitches or the jerks or the jolts or the pulls or the pushes in my neuromuscular tissues throughout my whole body. And neuromuscular afferent nerves are the ones they target. I was saying I'll feel a pre-charge, and then they're conditioning me to record my response and torment me, and they have a seriously bad behavior pattern of doing this activity as well, like preconditioning. So I'll feel a charge, and then I'll know they're going to hit that part of my body or activate those nerves in that part of my body. They just did something weird in my forehead, like in the muscles in the forehead, I guess. There's muscles, like, well, there's muscles here. I'll put the phone down and see. That helps a little. So annoying, irritating. Subtly shaking my neck muscles when I take a drink. And then they just hit my jaw now, right here. They got electrodes throughout my body, and they're mobile. They were remotely transported around my body, transplanted in my body to nerves. It's nerves for sure, and electrodes. I have a few long papers about their technologies, but mainly it's for sure it's electrodes and transceivers, and they're known as neuroprosthetics. I call them micro neuroprosthetics because they're really small, and they're probably or almost definitely attached to my spinal nerves. There's 32 pairs along the spinal cord all the way up and down the vertebrae or the spine, and so that they landed their mobile electrodes. Whoa, they just tilted my head. Whoa, they're really going after my neck again. Yeah, spinal nerves and possibly just peripheral nerves, like the ones, like maybe they could navigate it to my fingertip or my wrist. But I think that they just need the spinal nerve to land their devices on spinal nerves to activate nerves in my hand through the nerve chain communication physiological processes. A lot of perturbations. Well, I'm just gonna post this on my YouTube channel now.